You would never think this guy was doing what he was doing.
What's going on, folks? JJ here. Got another video for you. This video will be the first part of a two-part series about the Atlanta Go Club trial, which lasted from April of 2001 until August of 2001. Now, usually you've had a lot of people cover the Go Club trial, but today you're going to hear part of it, and you're going to hear it from the words of the man who was involved in the trial himself, Michael DiLeonardo, aka Mikey Scars. Now, this was a three-part series that was done over on Mikey Scars' No Excuses Patreon page. And I will leave a link down below in the description box where you can click on it and you can join the Patreon group of No Excuses. And if you have a little issue with maybe coming up with the first month's subscription, you email them, be honest with them, be truthful, be honest, and they may be able to help you out. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but most usually they're really good about being able to help others out on the first months, and sometimes when they get behind. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. You ready? Let's go.
You know, they put up a guy named John Wayne Givens to see if we get his testimony, what my lawyer did to him. He was a bouncer for Stevie for years in Club Heaven and Club Boca in Florida. And then when Stevie had the Go Club, he went up there, of course, and was a bouncer manager, like big kid. And this guy, when you would never think in a million, I used to give him $100 just to stay in Florida, just to stay there, make sure nobody broke chops with any girls we were with or anybody, that they would come up to a VIP section. So you give him $100, stake him, and he would stay there all night.
Now, this is crucial because you will hear him talk about it a little bit later on in this video. Now, the crime that they talk about, what John Wayne Givens does in this clip, he was doing down in Florida. Again, according to Mikey Scars, and according even to Steve Kaplan, they didn't know what this guy was doing down in Florida, robbing drug dealers, killing people, and all kinds of stuff. So, but we're going to keep on keeping on.
You would never think this guy was doing what he was doing. He was holding up drug dealers.
John Wayne Givens.
Yeah. And when we got his 302s and all his material, because he pled out, he flipped. And he was going to try and hurt Stevie. And all of a sudden he starts talking about me. John Jr. and I went to the hotel, and Stevie was supposed to pick us up at the airport. He missed. And Junior tells Stevie, you know, Junior was, this true story. Junior was steaming because we had to take care back. And he says, Stevie pulls up to the hotel, and John tells him, you know, Steve, we still kill people, right?
Now, that is what John Jr. said to Steve Kaplan in front of John Wayne Givens. Now, as you heard in what Mikey Scars was talking about, he was robbing drug dealers. Well, down in Florida, he had a whole complete setup. They had walkie-talkies. They had uniforms. They had everything set up to sound like they were the police. And what they would do, like in Crown Vics or whatever, they would roll up on these drug dealers, kidnap them, take them for what they had, and then either kill them or release them. But let's continue. Also, in this part of the story, in the trial transcripts, it is stated that John Wayne Givens did say that John Jr. was still going off about it in the car, just going off. And it was Mikey Scars who got John Jr. to take all his anger out on Mikey instead of the two civilians. Well, 2 civilians. But let's continue.
Yeah, he told the truth with that one, John.
John said that.
Yeah, John was steaming. So what are you gonna do? Happens. Miscommunication with time, flights, and all that other stuff.
That's hilarious.
Stevie was melting, and I don't blame him. So when he gets up on the stand, he starts explaining some of his egregious acts. One of them was this guy's daughter died by an accident of cancer. This drug dealer.
Okay, in the trial transcripts, and I had it double checked and triple checked. It was not cancer or an accident, which it doesn't matter how she died. I mean, it's a sad thing, but she was actually murdered, according to the trial transcripts. Unless my fact checking program decided to fart out on me, but it doesn't matter. What you're fixing here is kind of thick, but let's continue.
And this John Wayne Givens kidnapped him, and he put him like in Scarface. If everybody could visualize Scarface with the bathroom scene when they were going to chop him up, they chopped up one guy with a chainsaw. He tied him up, and he was torturing the guy. And now my law is methodically moving him along. He got him so engaged. The guy was reliving it. The witness was reliving it with glee. He was like happy. You could see his face change. The evil kid, this kid, right? I think my lawyer says, "Oh, so you went there?" And the guy's telling you, "Just kill me. I want to be with my daughter." Because he tried to get him to confess where money was, or drugs, or what else. And he had the guy tied up. And he says, "Yeah, I took a knife and I slit his nose, his nostril." And he says, my lawyer says, "And you stuck a cigarette up there, right? Lit cigarette, torture him." And you know what he turns around and says, "No, it wasn't a cigarette. It was a cigar." He was getting off on him. The evil kid. And my lawyer, and you got to see the jury's face. Now I'm peeking over to the jury. I'm giving them the side eye just to see how the reaction. Appalled. And my lawyer goes, "And what was he telling you?" "He's just killed me. I want to be with my daughter." His daughter just died.
He's saying this.
The guy that he eventually killed. He killed him, and I think he
I mean, but who's telling the? Is John Wayne Givens
Tell me
saying this?
tell the story.
Yeah, like I said, this crime happened down in Florida. From what I understood, it was during the time that he was working with Steve Kaplan in the 2 clubs they had down in Florida. Sick shit, really. I know we'll look at it and say, "Hey, well, it was a drug dealer." Yeah, but it's kind of human. And what happened to his daughter was, oh my God, is unbelievable. Well, let's continue.
Yeah. And the guy's going, "Please, just kill me. I want to be with my daughter." Really heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. And you got to see this guy's face. He's happy. Tell him the story. He does kill him, and he throws him, I think, in the Everglades or somewhere near the Everglades, the road. And there's other things that, bad acts that he did. And his biggest thing was, "Yeah, Michael gave me money. Don't stay over here. I knew he's a mobster." He told the story with, like I said, with John says, "We still kill people." You're really saying nothing. But the government tried to make me this big influence and something to be afraid of. Meanwhile, when the jury looks at him telling all these stories, it's like, wow, what the hell is the government putting up?
And there you have it, folks. Story of John Wayne Givens at the Atlanta Gold Club trial in 2001. Now, during the trial, too, there was a piece of evidence that was the government was trying to bring in that would be a premonition, a prelude, however you want to look at it, of what was going to happen 5 months later after this trial in New York that would effectively end the career of Mikey Scars, aka Michael DiLeonardo, in the Gambino family and Cosa Nostra. So let me know what you think, folks. Do you think that that drug dealer deserved what he got? Do you think John Wayne Givens was a good guy, or man, the government knows how to pick him when it comes to put him on the witness stand, right? Especially in a case like that. So, as I said, this is part 1 of part 2 that I will release next week. Next week's video will be about Dino Basciano. Now, a lot of people in this genre know who the guy is. At one time, he was a Gambino. They cut him loose. He ended up with the Lucchese's and went from there. So, again, please let me know what you think by leaving a comment down in the section below in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, been here before, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you know what to do. Go right down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So when I do drop a video, especially next week, part 2 of the Gold Club trial from Michael DiLeonardo and his Patreon page. Thank you, Michael, for letting me use these clips. RJ, thank you. And like I said before, I wanted you to hear the word or something about it from the man himself. In his own words, his own feelings, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Okay? Anyway, I fix to head on out. Remember, folks, when it comes to doing the right thing, helping others out, making this world a better place, try it. It does work. I'm out here. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, everyone.